Building resilience to me is about hope. I think disasters can wash away decades or years of progress at a national level, but also down to a community level, to the individual level.
There is a house built out of stone.
Africans are resilient in nature. We've gone through different shocks, malaria or tuberculosis or different kind of disasters.
Personally, building resilience in Africa needs several aspects. We need inclusivity, we need the tools, and we need the resources. We cannot be working in silo. We need to come together and stand against this disaster.
Officials say that heavy rains caused the Kasaba River to burst its banks, with rushing waters carrying everything in their path. Large stones, trees and mud raising homes along the lake's edge.
The impact of disasters, the impact of the climate crisis continues to outpace the work that we're doing. So there's a lot more that needs to be done.
Focus now to the Democratic Republic of Congo, where floods have claimed over 100 lives. Floods triggered by torrential rains have swept through.
Let's just not wait for disaster to happen. We need to anticipate to prevent disasters.
The Sendai framework was adopted by member states in 2015, and we're already past the halfway mark. Only 5 years to go until 2030, till that finish line. And I think with all international agreements, it's a glass half full or half empty, however you wish to see it. Sendai framework has 7 global targets to track progress in implementing the framework and in reducing risk and building resilience. And there's some progress on some targets and less progress on other targets.
So the Windhoek declaration was to remind all of us that whatever you know you can do to prevent disaster and to manage disasters, you do it very well. And of course, there was issue regarding domestic financing. We can't always be relying on external donors to do our work. There was issue regarding asking the government to put more allocation to disaster risk management.
On our hand, at the African Union, and with the support of the different teams in the disaster risk reduction, we try to support the countries depending on their requests, depending on their need by, for instance, implementing situation rooms for early warning systems so that we can predict the upcoming events and help countries to prepare themselves to what is coming.
In 2024, there was an AU decision asking AUDA-NEPAD and the other partners to set up an Africa disaster risk management platform. So we will be using that platform for coordination, resource mobilization, as well as sharing knowledge and experience.
So despite the best efforts of many countries here in Africa, there are challenges. The number of people affected by disasters continues to go up. Economic losses to disasters continues to increase. Number of basic services, of critical infrastructure damaged by disasters continues to increase.
We need the contribution of all member states and a real commitment to make things happen and to let us implement concretely all the Sendai framework, but also more specifically the Windhoek Declaration.
The common African position, a few of them, is to the suggestion, a proposal to the global partners to say we need more support in terms of capacity building, because we already have capacity, but we need more support to enhance capacity, be it technology or be it in terms of implementing policies.
Of course, we built the skeleton based on the Windhoek Declaration, but here what we need is to get commitment from member states on how we can make the Windhoek Declaration real and how to translate it into actions and to implement it actually.
Disaster risk reduction, prevention and management is the business of everyone, especially if you look at the indigenous knowledge. Disasters didn't start happening today. Our forefathers and people that came before us were facing disasters, and there were ways they were dealing with it.
Disaster risk reduction is about hope. Resilience is about hope, so that communities can know the hard work they put in to improve their lives won't be washed away by disaster, and they know that they can continue on a trajectory, a positive trajectory.
We can live with it. We can live with disasters if we are well prepared in terms of response, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of data, satellite, field data, and of course finance, all together to deal with all these disasters.